Hi YouTube, welcome back for another one. It's Christabel here, and today we're watching Lady Vengeance. This is a film from the Vengeance trilogy. I've already watched Oldboy, which was just mind-blowing. I'm going to leave a link down here so that you can, in the description, you can check that one out as well. But yeah, that film blew my mind, so everyone recommended I watch this one, which I was probably going to do anyway. But yeah, finally getting around to it. If it's your first time watching with me, please do comment, let me know any other Korean movies that would be great to watch. Subscribe, share, like, and all that good stuff. So before I crack on, I don't really have much to say. I don't know anything about this other than I'm expecting it to be another powerful vengeance movie. I know that Choi Min-sik is in this one as well, and I know the director's Park Chan-wook. Other than that, that's it. That's all I know. So I'm excited about this one. So let's just crack straight on with it, and let's go. I've got no idea what is going to happen here, but I'm so intrigued. Highly recommended movie.
이금자는 동부 이천동 박원모 어린이 유괴 사건의 범인으로 세상에 처음 알려졌다. 그녀 나이 20살이었다.
So she's been accused of murder. Testimonial of faith day for inmates. So what does that mean? That like it's not like their release date, or is it just like who knows?
두부처럼 하얗게 살라고.
It is a release
다시는
date.
죄짓지 말란 뜻으로 먹는 겁니다.
너나 잘하세요.
Okay. So she did 13 years.
김양이고요. 5년 받았습니다.
5 years.
기도는 이태리 타올이야. 껍질이 벗겨지도록 팍팍 밀어서 죄를 벗겨.
So is the light like a reflection of her praying, reflecting, redeeming? So are they friends from prison? Am I? That's Kim.
사실은 나 사랑했던 거 아니지?
Oh, she used her as like a lesbian prison lover, and now I'm out of road, so.
예전엔 항상 눈웃음 치고 말도 조곤조곤 잘했잖아. 벌써 작전 개시?
천만에. 작전은 이미 13년 전에 시작됐지.
13 years ago when you went, before you went in. Now that's odd. What the bloody hell? Is that a dog with the head of a man? Oh boy.
안녕히 가세요.
The fuck? The fuck? That is a metaphor, right? It's like, okay. Let's wait, because I'm hoping that's going to make more sense. Why was he half man, half dog?
우리한테 왜 이러고요 도대체?
제발 용서를. 엄마 언니 용서를.
So they're the parents of the boy, and she's just wants their forgiveness, so she's mutilating herself.
우리 금자 너무너무 위대한 작전을 준비 중이거든.
So everyone is aware of the plan,
도와줄 수 있지?
part of the plan. So this woman obviously touches people, helps them. When I say this woman, I mean Lee. And but whatever she did, she seems to have found redemption in the people around her. But they're all aware of this plan, and they all want to help. They all want to get involved. Why did she kill the boy? Questions. Whose son was it? Well, we saw whose son it was. What's the connection? Why did she do it? Like, who's the vengeance against? I can't figure out, because She gave a kidney away, for goodness sake, so there's good in her.
귀여우세요.
Oh, hell to the no, no, no. You'd be surprised what happens in women's prisons. They get violated just as much as the men. Oh man.
이 씨발년이 바로 그 유명한 마녀다.
So long come, girl.
다른 년들은 질색이야.
Leave us skinny bitches. What did we do?
밥 좀 많이 먹으라 그래.
Violations. Oh. Soaked up the floor. I love the music in this.
누구야?
Just gives you that right amount of curiosity.
누구대?
전에 내 담당 형사.
It's used very well.
내가 딱 6살 먹은 애를 잡아다 죽였다.
Why? So this is when she went into prison. It's a strange way to be. Ooh. So they're making her recreate the crime to show that she did it. Brown. Why would you recreate the crime to show that you did it? People are just somehow captivated by her. Sorry, bit of a delayed thought there, but I'm thinking the man that was standing at the top watching her go into the jail, he was holding a baby. Is that her baby? How does it all tie in?
내가 원모 데리고 목욕탕 간 걸 봤을 때 어느 날 시장에 다녀왔더니 딸애가 없었어.
So he said take the responsibility.
그래서 전화가 왔지.
If you want your own child to live.
내가 다 뒤집어 쓰고 자수하지 않으면 내 딸도 죽는다고.
So exactly.
그러니까 유괴범이 유괴범
Wow.
아니면 유괴한 거야.
It's a triple threat. It's a triple kidnap.
재밌잖아.
A kidnapper kidnapped a kidnapper's kid. Wow, so he got her to take the blame and he has her child. So the child would be 13-ish. 14 like this little girl here. Oh, what a cute kitty. Oh, what a cute girl. What is she gonna do? She's gonna take her away.
Can you take me to Seoul? 금자씨?
No.
Yes.
Your mother, your father, no.
What?
No.
Come on. Why not?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
안 돼, 안 돼.
Why?
She's so cute. 5 deep breaths. So we didn't keep your child.
골프하고 똑같아요. 폼 좋은 거 평생 안 갑니까? 연습할
That
때는
looks
있어요.
fire. I ain't talking about the gun, I was talking about the tattoo, but that gun there, let's see that in action. What happens there? Double shot, plow plow.
Why'd you dump me? I mean, why? Why?
She's not a baby, you cannot just shut her up. It's a conversation you're going to need to have. Her daughter looks closer in age to her boyfriend. Am I right here, or is he just really young looking? Because he looks like a teenager. He's so cute, but he's way too young. The question would be, why would she get involved in a kidnapping plot in the first place? Who was the influence? Who was the person that kidnapped her child? Was it the same? Obviously it must have been the person that was in on the kidnapping with her.
오빠.
He wanted her to take the blame for him. Don't you dare, Mum. Oh, Bunji, don't you dare. She didn't. Ooh, finally. So what hand have you got in all of this? Wow. That was just vile, man. It's like she knew it was coming. It's normal behaviour. Quick, while he's relieving himself, let me just try and get permission to have a bit of a life. It sounded like some lick. I thought she... Okay, so is this after she fell? I had to turn away because I feel violated, bruv. I feel like I fucking tasted that shit. Oh, that would get you a throat punch. Don't be offended that I haven't raped your ass. I like them plump. She poisoning her. Can't see. Who's kicking whose ass? Oh no.
난 아이를 버리는 엄마들은 다 감옥에 가야 한다고 생각해. 미안하다고 한 번 말하는 걸로는 부족해. 적어도 3번 이상은 미안하다고 해. 관대하지 않은 당신의 딸, 제니.
Come on, give the girl some explanation.
제니, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think that was more than 3 times. Heart's breaking.
안녕히 가세요.
Torture. Is he laughing at you? How many children does that represent? Yeah, so he suffocated him like this.
그때 진범을 밝혔으면 안 죽었을 애들이에요. 그렇지 않아요?
I'm taking that to be the parents of the other children. Why would you show them the videos? No, you just wouldn't do that. That's too much. I wouldn't be... No, no. This is not right.
96년 분입니다.
This is too much. No way! That's too much. No. No more. No more.
2000년
No. Stop it. No. This is not okay. This is... Why would you play all that? You don't need to do that to have them know the truth. That's too much.
저기 계시는 최 반장님께 인도할 것이고요. 좀 더 신속하고 개인적인 처형을 원하신다면 바로 여기서 당장 가능합니다.
만약에 여러분 중에 누군가가 밀고를 한다면
I personally will pop off in their
더
ass.
이상 말씀드리지 않겠습니다.
각자 하고 싶은 대로 합시다. 까짓거 뭐 꼭 통일할 필요 있나? 갈비탕 집어온 것도 아니고.
한꺼번에 하는 건 너무 쉬운 것 같아요.
This film has got me on a roller coaster. I've gone through vengeance, grief, freaking hell. The humour though. Whew. Deep. What's wrong? Let the woman go and do what she needs to do. You know, I'm so sadistic. I'm not sadistic, but in this, I'm thinking sadistically. And I'd cut him, give him a smiler, all the way to his ears, to start with. Did you save anyone anything? My man don't care about the blood, he's just glad she did it for them both, because he ain't dressed, he ain't plastic wrapped. Oh shit. Next, he might bleed out. Let's go. I'm surprised he even lives for anybody else. I really am.
은주 할머니도 계시니까.
Let him go last then. Grandma's going in. My goodness me. What did you do? It's a pact.
잠깐만 물러서 주시겠어요?
What an emotional roller coaster. Wow. No more Red. Red is dead. Oh. You get to say goodbye. I'm sorry.
뭐야? 내가
Is that like to show who he would have been? What could have been? Just shut up, lady, saying apologies are not going to change anything.
나는 금자 씨를 좋아했다. 안녕.
금자 씨.
Hi YouTube, it's Christabel here, just back for a few more comments on the movie. I find it easier sometimes to reflect on the film, get some more background, not background, but just think about it, reflect over a day or so, even though it's been a bit longer than that, and also not be so much in the emotion of the movie. So yeah, it's been a few weeks actually since I've watched the film. I've reflected on it. I didn't edit this one actually because it was a bit emotional, a bit too much. I'm glad I didn't as well, because I would have cut out most of the crying, the ugly crying at the end. But you know, that's what the movie's about. That's what you all are going to want to see, or waiting to see, I suppose. So I left it in there. Just to go over the film a little bit. I don't want to go over everything bit by bit, blow by blow. You've seen it, I've seen it, so you know, but just to go over a few of my thoughts before I go back to my original comments, which were more of a comparison to Oldboy, and I don't think I really did enough justice talking about the movie in its own right rather than just as a comparison. So yeah, it starts off with her going into prison. It doesn't show the crime that she's accused of committing, and so you're left with this question of why. Very early on I was like, did she, never mind why, did she actually do it? There's something about a woman killing a child, not that it doesn't happen, but it's rare, very rare. And so the woman in me, the mother in me, straight away I wanted to assume that she didn't do it. So straight away I wanted to see, I was kind of assuming that she didn't do it, or why would she do it? Was she under duress? So you see her go into prison, and you see the relationships she's building up in prison from early on, and people are just drawn to her. You see straight away she's like she's trying to redeem herself. She's got this captivating quality about her, and people are drawn to her. She's very helpful, she's very kind, she gave a kidney away and shit. So yeah, she's, you know, really captivating. She builds her different relationships, and she had a fake kind of lesbian affair with a woman to kind of get her into her good favor. Another woman was getting violated in the bath, in the communal bath area, and she, you know, she soaped up the floor and the woman dropped and bust her head and all these kind of things. So yeah, she was very much an ally to these women, but of course the plan was being engineered in the background, which we weren't always privy to. The testimonial day of faith, or the faith day, came, and that was her release date. Very quickly her persona changed from that redeeming sort of, not that she wasn't sorry, she was still very sorry, but contrite, to more just calculated, and I don't know, she just had a plan, a direction, and she didn't appear to be the same person anymore. She quickly dumped her lesbian lover. He was like, you were using me. But yeah, that was that. So then we see a metaphor. Oh no, actually before that, no, yeah, we saw the dog and the man, the dog with the head of Troy Minsick, and yeah, she shoots the dog, and I'm like, okay, so what did he do? Which further sort of justified my original thoughts that there was someone else involved here, or a bigger storyline at play. So yeah, that happened, and it made me think, okay, there's someone there that is, you know, involved here and making her do these things. And so after that we saw the vision and the dreams and the gun, and that whole, like, her planning the gun and the conceptualizing it, designing it, and making it happen. Her boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend, partner designed and made the gun for her with all those graphic and very detailed, like, plans. So that in itself was like nuts. I love the whole tattoo thing, and yeah, that was fire. And again, it just again keeps touching on people's fascination with her, their captivation with her. Everyone wants to do things for her, everyone wants to help out somehow or another. So yeah, that thread just keeps coming through. Although she's captivating, she's a very complex character, and she's also dangerous. She's also destructive, normally for a cause, not just without reason. But we saw a demonstration of that with even cutting off her own finger in front of the parents to say that she was sorry. It's like, I think that probably traumatized them more than gave them peace. And the other crimes that she did to help people. But yeah, it again touched on her double-sided, multifaceted, complex character, and that she wasn't just, you know, simple, like one way. The daughter we find, you know, she connects with her daughter. We saw the guy standing on the mountain, and that's when, you know, was obvious to me that she had a child, and the child would be around 13 or 14 if she'd done 13 years in prison. So yeah, she met her daughter, whose personality was just forthright and bubbly, vivacious, everything her mum probably is actually. And yeah, she was very pushy. She wanted to go to Seoul. She wanted to do what she wanted, you know, to do, to have questions answered about why she left, how many apologies, you must say sorry 3 times, not 1 time. She was just so lovely, and her parents, her adoptive parents, added a little humour to the film, which was much needed. And then yeah, we see again the more complex side of the plan with the dinner sex. I won't say rape, because she kind of was expecting that hardcore, but it was a violation, I don't know, but it was her plan, so she knew what she was doing. It was her job to seduce the guy, get close to him, and yeah, she was poisoning him. We also saw that she was poisoning the woman in prison, feeding her. One of the girls was feeding her. Oh no, she was feeding one of the women, the rapist woman, if you like, and poisoning her, deal with her for someone else. And she even apologized for not, you know, raping her, because she was skinny and she likes her bitches plump. I'm like, bitch, I'd have been lucky then if I was in that jail. So then yeah, we get to the point where, you know, Choi Min-sik is held captive, and she bosses the gun in his foot and thing. But then it quickly becomes apparent that this key ring now is of such significance that each trinket on there represents a child. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Like, there's the red ball, and then there's, I think, 5 altogether trinkets on this key ring, and it dawns on you that there's 5 victims. And they don't even allow you to really dwell on that before she's telling the parents what happened, who she is, what she was accused of, what really happened. And then she busts out these videotapes. And then, you know, not all, yeah, a lot of us, we've suffered tragedies of one sort or another, death, whatever, illness, sudden, long-term, whatever it is. And we deal with these things in our own way. And a lot of the accidental, you know, the quick, the things you weren't expecting, you sometimes think, what if, who, what, how? And you've got so many questions that you never get answered, because no one's there to tell you the why, the when, the reasons that people do, why accidents happen, whatever. And so you're left with questions, and it's the questions that will get you, that will sit with you for years and years and not allow you to process certain griefs. And so I ask you, the viewer, like, in that situation, would you want to see the video? I mean, knowing now in hindsight what was on the video, I would say no, I would not want to see that. In my head, I probably would have thought of every scenario that could have happened if in that scenario myself, if I was one of those parents. And so yeah, you probably would have thought of 10 times worse violations, or you might have thought of 100 ways that may have been worse than what you'd just seen. But to see the begging and the crying and the calling for you and all of that, would you want to see that, or would you prefer the questions? And then I'm a good God-fearing woman. I like to think that I would never take a life unless it's in the heat of the moment, needing to save a life. But in hindsight, seeing that tape, watching that, being in the room, feeling the pressure of the pact, would I have taken part? Would I have gone in and been like, girl needs to commit revenge? Like, oh, could I just leave them to do it? He's going to die anyway. But would I want to do that? Would I be brave enough to stand out and say no, or brave enough to stick it in and say yeah? It's like, I don't know, because it's just too many dilemmas, too many craziness. Yeah, it's too many crazy questions. But I don't know if the idea of saying no was really an option because of the pact. Everybody had to be involved. Maybe you could have still been in the photograph, you know, whatever, but knowing that you didn't actually do anything. But yeah, so many dilemmas. It was an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, it was a tough movie, tough movie to watch, especially the ending. And so now I'm going to flick back to my original comments after the movie, which is more of a comparison to Oldboy. I was starting to do the comparison in my head do I like this better than Oldboy, or do I think this is, sorry, I got the hiccups. Do I think this is better than Oldboy, or what's the comparison? And that was just before they spoke to the other parents, and then that penny dropped, and it gave me that deeper, extra dilemma of dealing with the other side of the grief and the death and the videotapes, and oh my god, it just took it too far for me. Anything like that is just going to break my soul. I don't know if that in itself is then going to say, okay, because of the impact that had on me, I think this is a better film than Oldboy. I still think Oldboy is a stronger story, but this is a magnificent story as well, and it's also going to get a masterpiece rating from me. Absolutely. It's just harrowing subject matter. So being a mother, anything involving children and kidnapping and murder is just a sore spot for me, or any parent or any human, I would like to think. And so yeah, that just broke my soul. But the whole vengeance of it, I didn't find it as much of a mind fuck, sorry for my language, but as Oldboy was. Oldboy was really, you didn't really know what was really going down until the end, and why it was going down and all the rest of it. Whereas this, you sort of knew what she did, and in the beginning I just thought, well, why would she do this? And when that guy was standing on the mountain and she was going into prison and he had the baby, part of me already was thinking she didn't do it. Someone made her take the blame for this crime. So yeah, by the time it got around to, you know, her release and the plan being talked about and everything else, I kind of had an idea of what was going on. I didn't know there was going to be other victims. So when you saw the key ring or the keychain on the phone with all the different trinkets, that just made you straight away realise it wasn't one victim. And yeah, it just opened up a whole new can of worms. Let's end it here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a like, comment or subscribe. Recommend another movie. And yeah, peace and love. Thanks for watching.